Blox Cards is a game with issues. However, the issue I'm going to discuss today is the most annoying for me personally. And while, yeah, RNG sometimes is also annoying, no, this is worse for me. It might not be worse for you. For me in specific, this is my biggest problem with the game. Create new deck. Oh, I can't. So, why is my biggest problem with Blox Cards the fact there's a maximum limit on how many decks you can have? Well, it's because there's too many decks in the game. And with every update, they add even more decks and even more variations of decks. Sometimes. Most of the time that actually doesn't happen. And they also add new build-arounds. Like for example, in Lunar Impact, they added Dinah, which is a card that is a build-around for cows. And when that happens, I have a problem. Because if you look, I have all my deck slots filled. And I like all of these decks, or I have a reason to have them. For example, Core Blox is one of the strongest control decks in the entire game. I would be pretty stupid to switch this out for anything. Dwarves are a good deck, and a deck I also have a lot of fun with, and so I'm not gonna switch them out. And a similar case can go for, like, all of these decks here. But let's say I wanted to try Titans. Which deck do I replace? I have to decide which deck I want to replace. And that's a very tough decision because I like all of these decks. I have good fun with all of them. So to switch out a deck is to mean I can't use a deck I like. Now, there's a solution for people like me who have way too many decks and way too many deck ideas. You see, every deck has a deck code, and you can take this text, copy and paste it somewhere else, and then paste it back into here and import your deck. In fact, I've done that a lot. I have a lot of decks in a notepad stored on my computer just because I have that many decks. However, going through that notepad and individually searching for those decks is tedious and boring. It's just more convenient for me to have more deck slots instead of having to have a notepad. If you want to know why this is an even bigger problem for me, let's just go on the wiki and look at the true groups, or what the wiki considers true groups, which are all of these, which in total is 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is this a true group? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30. Now, 30 groups is already more deck slots than you have, which is a maximum of 20. But let's dive a bit deeper. If you look at gladiators, well, there's many forms of gladiators. You can run Iris plus Gusted. You can run monocolored gladiators, dual-color gladiators, tricolor gladiators, Terranian gladiators. There are tons of gladiators decks. And sure, some of these gladiator combos aren't very good. But let's just say, I don't know, you found 5 good gladiator decks that you like and have fun with. Well, that's 1/4 of your deck slots already filled up with gladiator. And this isn't even considering all the other playstyles in the game, like the shell groups, appropriately named playstyles, and just regular monocolor decks like generic red, generic blue. And you start to realize there are many decks and many good decks, and you can only have so little of them. I think this is a massive problem for. So please add more deck slots. I am begging you. Anyways, bye.